Okie dokie, it sounds like CSX is going to have a busy day. Let's get this video started.
Southern Rail Fan is the place for amazing videos of all types of trains. Southern Rail Fan, subscribe today.
Okie dokie, I was looking on the internet and listening to the scanner to kind of figure out what was going to film today. And I heard Norfolk Southern's defect detector go off at the 107. Now, that could be the training first responders train going back east, or it could be like last weekend. This could be an extra, basically an extra P60. Last weekend, I think they called it P6A. So let's run over to Marion Depot and see what NS has got going on. Sweet. Okie dokie, we zipped over here to the Marion maintenance facility for CSX at Clinch Cross, and to be honest with you, it's kind of the wrong spot. I was going to catch B651 here.
Detector, milepost 215, point.
With the
Repeat, no defect. Total axles 4 1
KC
0 5
Canadian Pacific units on it. I got all messed up. I was going to get on the opposite side of him so the sun would be over there, but he's meeting northbound M692 here, so I'm not sure. I'm hoping 692 will go in the hole. And
detector, milepost 215, point.
sorry. And
repeat, no defect. Total axles 4 1
B651 will hold the main here, hopefully. So we'll see what that works out.
Detector.
Boy, oh boy, did I screw this up. We'll hold off here and see if we can't find a good spot to catch 92 coming through the cracks maybe. Like I said, I couldn't have screwed this up anymore if I'd have tried. Alrighty, we'll catch the CP pusher here in just a second. Sweet, I guess. That. There'll be other chances. Okie dokie, that's all the trains for today. I'm going to make a second video for today where I followed P6A back west, caught him at Marion and Old Fort, then up on the loop. So there'll be 2 videos posted today. Why? Because I love you. All right, I do have 3 questions I want to answer since we've seen a meet today. This kind of involves that. The first question I got is, what do I mean when I say a train is going into the hole? When a train passes another train, you have the main track, and then you have the siding passing track. And as long as I've been watching, filming, and taking pictures of trains, I've heard personnel call that the train that goes into the siding as going into the hole. So it's kind of slang for the passing track. The next question I got is, what is a non-clearing train? I've used that terminology apparently in the past. A non-clearing train is a train that will not fit between the switches at a passing siding. Either in the siding, he won't fit in the siding, or he's too long to stop, say at the south end where the switch is. His train will be sticking over where the north end switch is. So any train that's opposing that train or coming toward it has to go into the passing track or go into the hole, and let the non-clearing train stay on the main, or the smaller train can stay on the main, get in between the 2 switches, and the longer train can take an approach signal and then get permission to pass a restricted and go into the siding and pass the shorter train. So that's what's considered a non-clearing train. So if you've got, I'm just throwing out some numbers, if your longest passing siding is, say, 6,000 feet, and you have a train that's 6,800 feet long, then you have a non-clearing train. And the last question I'll address is, what do I mean when I say a train is running on signals? Now, sometimes this is created by trains passing each other, or one train will get slowed down for one reason or another, like a recrew, or there could be some type of signal problems. You know, he's running along fine. He goes to a block and it's clear. He goes to the next block and all of a sudden it's a restricted or stop signal. That train would have to stop. Now, railroads will give trains permission in certain blocks. So if you've got a train ahead, he's already got permission to be running in that block, but he has to watch the signals so he'll know where that train is ahead of him. If something were to happen and he comes around the curve and it's an approach signal or a yellow signal, he knows he has to slow his train and be prepared to stop at the next signal. So not only has he got his warrant, so to speak, to run on that section of track, he's got to pay attention to the signal. So, and a lot of times that just means that it's another slang way of saying that the trains are following real close behind each other. He's running on signal, so he's got to make sure he checks every signal. A couple of videos back, we were watching, I think it was a coal train going south at Moodytown, and he came by us, and all of a sudden he slowed down like a lot, like he's almost getting ready to stop. What happens? He passed on Moodytown, came around the curve, and had a restricted signal. So it was green when he come by south into Marion. For some reason, it was restricted. It should have been an approach because there was a train pretty close in front of him, but that train had gotten slowed down, and that's why that signal. That's why they have to pay attention to for that signal. So anyway, that's answering a couple more questions. Look out for another video tonight, and also we'll see what we can catch tomorrow. We'll see you in a little bit, and we'll see you then.